If you're ready to launch a podcast or you're currently podcasting and want to kick things up a notch, here's another info pod from Produce Your Podcast, designed to take your show to the next level.
Let's start with your tips on gaining more listeners.
Oh my gosh, that is such a great question, and one that we address in a very detail-oriented way with our clients, because one thing we all know for sure is that as much fun as you might be having creating and producing and having your own show, if no one's out there listening to it, and especially if you're utilizing it as part of a marketing tool and you're not getting the activation and the response that you're looking for, then what's really the point, right? What we start with every one of our clients, and if you are a solo podcaster or if you have co-hosts or however you do your show, whether you do it once a week or once a month, this can work for you. And that is focus on the week that your episode is released. And what I mean by that is that you can follow a formula that can be replicated every week or every month or whenever you release an episode. And how we do that formula is the day that the show is released, it is released with a customized graphic tile that's specific for that episode. So we recommend that you have your show tile that's your album art on iTunes and all the other platforms, but recreate and have a specific graphic tile for each episode. And when you release your episode, utilize that and post that throughout the day on the day that it's released. But that often, as social media is and all the changes, that's not enough. We all know that. So what we recommend is then secondarily come back and create a quote tile. So you extract some content, something that is that was a quote from one of your guests in the show. Like, for example, we recently used Margie's quote of "Don't limit yourself." In terms of one of her takeaways that she did on our journey to their show, we create a quote tile that has the quote, the guest name, and we also promote the links to the show. Again, the links to the show, don't just use your iTunes link, use your link to iTunes, use your link to the website. And when you alternate your posts, make sure you alternate your links, because people get access to their podcast in different places and in different ways. And then thirdly, we use a program and you can access it. I think they still have a free account, but the pro accounts are really cost effective, and that's a program called Wave, where you can actually insert your audio and use video. You can also upload those to YouTube. And then we also, the fourth step in that is we'll pull back a previous episode so that we're still promoting the show, but maybe a previous episode that has been released. And then fifth, if you have a really great review on iTunes, then we put out a 5-star a social media image with the review from the show. So it's a fully comprehensive social media per week strategy that's encapsulated from the day that the episode releases all the way through pulling back a previous episode and wrapping it up with a review for the show.
Our experts are here to elevate your podcast. Produce Your Podcast is a full-service turnkey podcast consulting agency. Visit our website at produceyourpodcast.com. Have a question? Leave us a message or fill out the online contact form. That's produceyourpodcast.com.